Welcome back to another episode of Average Loot. For those of you who are new to the series, the purpose of these videos is to determine the average loot of a monster because everyone slays things at different rates. Whether that's due to focus, stats, or gear setup, most YouTube videos or rates in general are based on max efficiency, meaning having max stats and gear setups. Therefore, it doesn't correlate to the majority of RuneScape players, myself included. So these videos will break down the drop tables and determine the rarity of each item so that the player can gauge their own GP per hour based on how many kills they can get. So let's get started. Today we're looking at the demonic gorillas who boast a very good drop table as well as a sought after Zenyte shard. So ahead of you is the basic Excel spreadsheet with the prices and rarity of the drops found on the RuneScape wiki. When used in conjunction with the rarity key, I determined the average loot of a demonic gorilla was around 43k, which seems about right in my opinion, but I wanted to test it against some actual data. In the second smaller table, I brought together some data from my own Slayer task and 4 other RuneScape YouTubers: Devious, Asuka-in, OSRS, Mateo, and Fat Nooblet. I'm sorry if I butchered any of those names. They all recorded the majority of their drops, allowing us to get an accurate loot value per drop. I'll link all of their videos in the description if you would like to check them out. And for anyone that looks deep into the stats, you may notice my loot values are different from what their video states, and that is because I use the current prices for the drops. But as you can see, the average loot that we all received is about 70k. However, this data is slightly skewed as I weighed all the amounts the same, even though we killed different amounts. So my data particularly is altering the data the most because I received the highest loot per kill value, even though I had the least amount of kills. So I had 200 kills as opposed to like Suka-yen, who had 1100 kills. So the last step was to determine the total of each item collected, then divide that by the total kills to determine the precise rarity for each item. From there, with just a bit of simple math, we could determine the average loot of a demonic gorilla, which happens to be about 64k, as you can see down here, which is insane if you ask me. As many of us probably figured, the Zenyte shard is what makes up the majority of the loot, holding about 65% of the total loot per kill value. So each kill, you get about 42k for the Zenyte shard. If you guys made it this far, leave a comment down below on how many kills you get per hour, and then we could determine your GP per hour. Also, there's a link in the description below for a free trial to Twitch Prime. It provides a bunch of benefits such as ad-free viewing, 1 free Twitch subscription monthly, and much more. If that's something that you're interested in, go check it out in the description below for more information. It would definitely help me out a lot too as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.